This mission moment brought to you by our instructor, Meg. I often tell students that the main thing a scientist is a good observer. Whether you are in a lab, in the field, or walking down the hallway, as long as you are making observations, you are taking in data. On a hike in Colorado National Monument with some students from Crested Butte, we had an amazing opportunity to make and learn from observations. It was post-lunch in our day, and we had just finished talking about how everything in an ecosystem has a role, and it's dependent on other things in the ecosystem, whether it was a rock, a cactus, or even the wind. As I was looking out for our next spot for a lesson, one of my students observed something that I completely missed walking by: a collared lizard. Now, if you've never seen one of these before, imagine a neon yellow and teal lizard, covered with beautiful spots and, of course, a black collar. My students were mesmerized by this observation. After a few minutes, we realized that this lizard was going to chill with us for a while. My students then pulled out their journals, and as I supplied them with watercolors, this rowdy bunch of fourth graders were entranced in quiet observations for at least a half hour. After a while, I prompted them with the task of writing poems about the lizard, whether it be a rhyme or a haiku. All of a sudden, learned knowledge from our previous lessons started to pop out with haikus, written about how lizards need the rocks to stay warm as an ectotherm, and how the bright coloring was a message to predators, not to eat its toxic body. It was a teaching moment I will never forget, and hopefully, my students began to realize that if you take an extra moment to look, a whole new world will open up.